Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the relevance of McNew's 1000th show. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Katie Joyce, and Demetri Kane.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, so yes, we are going to be talking about McNew's 1000th show, something that she accomplished recently. We're going to talk about, is that a big deal in the bourbon industry? Should that be something that is talked about beyond just us here at the Bourbon Daily? So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. Maybe it's her 1000th show. I don't know. What is it, McNew?
No, it's very, very important. So I saw a meme the other day that said, you know how dogs get zoomies, they just lose their shit sometimes and just run around your house. So there was a meme that said, I would love to see other animals get zoomies, like if a giraffe lost its shit. So what animal would you like to see get zoomies?
Get zoomies. Okay.
Maybe my cat does get zoomies as well.
I'm thinking like wild animal, though. Something you don't.
Something a wild animal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the best.
Sloth. Like, what does a sloth zoomie look like?
I think it's a tan very quick or something. It's not going to go too quick.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Spider zoomies would be horrific.
Oh, that's
spider zoomies. Yeah.
That is somebody's nightmare, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's my nightmare.
One time I looked up spiders in Australia and there was a reason. I was like, I'm never moving there. Because there. Yeah, so no. I think I would like to see a rhinoceros get zoomies because I feel like it's very destructive.
Seems like McNew would get a rhinoceros, so yeah.
I could see that.
I mean,
petting zoo.
Yeah, it can't be that much bigger than So-So, right? It's probably
right, that would be no big deal.
Probably fine. I'll just have to dig it like a mud pit or something. I don't care. It's fine.
I think that's a hippo.
No.
It's gonna knock down that fence with its horn.
Yeah.
I would like to see buffalo zoomies, like out in South Dakota. Not just running though, because like I got the zoomies where they like tuck their butt under and like make the sharp corners and
God, that'd
be funny.
Well, that's a long line. I was going to say a bull. Then you could do the running of the bulls each day. You could join in when you felt like it. Just jump off the couch and you're in the mix. So yeah, I don't know. Anyone else got one? Kathy had the sloth. I think that might win.
That one's going to be interesting.
Don't you love sloths? There was a while where there was a lot of commercials that featured sloths, and that was a great time. I was very happy with that. They're hilarious. So remember he was playing the game where he had to draw the picture, and the time ran out. He just had a straight line.
Yeah.
And they're like time, and he just looks at the thing.
Did you ever see that movie Zootopia with the sloth at the DMV? I was like, this is the greatest. Every time my kids turn it on, they're like, Dad, I don't get it. I'm like, one day you will.
Right.
So good.
All right. Well, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy. Kathy, what do you got there?
I have something very special.
Ooh.
I have my planters. Those are Highlands. Bottle number 3
Bottle 3.
Signed
Whoa.
by Demetri Kane himself.
You can't wait a second here. You can't get bottle 3 unless you're in the Barrel Shop Syndicate.
And you're number 3 in
Whoa.
the syndicate.
Yeah, that's number 3 right there.
Oh,
Oh yeah. By the way, number 1
That
was
better
already
win.
yeah.
That cork. I really put it in there for you. You know. So.
Tap on top.
I just got it tonight. I've peeled the plastic off. This is as fresh as it gets.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully I don't screw it up.
Oh, that is going to be tough to beat. That
was beautiful.
Impressive, Demetri. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's what we went for. Actually, was we specifically engineered that cork pot for the show.
that was the most important part of the whole process.
All right.
You're like, yeah, the whiskey, whatever. That cork, though. We talk about how it's going to pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Demetri, we'll let you go next. Let's see if you can beat your product there. What do you got?
Well, so I actually got a special bottle for McNew because her love of larceny.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I have to drink larceny since we're talking about the 1,000 show. So, all right.
Okay. Well,
Are we
not
a
enough
sweet-
to beat Kathy. Not enough. To
That's
beat
okay.
Kathy.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So, yeah, it works out for you. All right, Katie, you're next.
All right. I have some Barrel King Summer Peach.
Oh, nice. Barrel King.
Yes.
Setting up.
That's
Setting up. Oh, yeah, she's got to move the microphone. There's settings she's got to do. Ooh. Boy, that was really good.
It was bassy, though. Kathy's had all the right tones.
I agree.
To it.
I agree. Yours was definitely that mic really helped you out a lot there.
That
It
was
almost
great, yeah.
it almost gave you the win, but not quite. Kathy maintains a slight lead, but yeah, she got lucky. She dodged a bullet for sure. All right, McNew, you're next.
So I was thinking like Demetri, I probably drink in larceny on about probably 500 of those shows. So bringing out larceny again.
Okay. Decent, but not enough. And I think you're going to be okay here. I've got Square 6, the Heaven Hill release. That's a gift shop. So here we go. Also, an honest showing there, but not enough. Clearly not enough. So Kathy, you win. Kathy's
She's not even here to celebrate.
She's so excited she's ran away.
She's doing a victory lap. So cheers to Kathy.
Cheers.
They're doing
McNew, I nearly texted everybody that was going to be on tonight, and I was like, everybody needs to get larceny. And then I was
You
like,
should
no,
have.
I'm like, no, we shouldn't do that because we're
You
not.
should
like
have done that.
middle
Yeah.
school. But
that would have been funny though. I would have laughed.
I've got a bottle.
I
of that
did have
somewhere.
larceny on McNew's 1,000th episode.
Oh,
I did bring it then.
well, that's better than me. 'Cause I wasn't there for that one. So
all right, fair enough. All right, what we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. We'll look for Kathy, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about McNew's 1,000th show, and we'll see how that went, and what's life been like after 1,000 and stuff like that. So we'll do that.
Did I win?
You did.
Yes.
We just
You were
had
on a preemptive
victory
victory lap. You didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I was.
you got the zoomies.
I got the Zoomy. You should have
Kathy
seen me
Zoomies,
out
those are
there.
the winners.
Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop, It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
All right, I'm Neil.
And I'm Melanie.
Together we're the Robinsons, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about the relevance of my 1000th show.
Yes, we are. So, McNew, again, congratulations. 1,000 shows. That's pretty darn cool. You know, and I got to thinking about it, and I posted this in our private Facebook group. But when you're talking about bourbon podcasts, we are the Bourbon Daily, so we are bourbon podcasts. There's only 2 people in the whole world that have been on 1,000 podcasts dedicated to bourbon, and that's McNew and I. That's it. Look at anybody else. Challenge us. Go look at any of your next favorite bourbon podcast host, and I don't know that anybody has more than 300 episodes in their catalog. So clearly, McNew and I are in unique company. We're the only 2 that have done 1,000 shows.
Isn't that wild?
Pretty big, right? Isn't it?
Mind-blowing. And then I was talking to Chris about it, and I was like, it's really, you think with all the extra stuff we do, not just the Bourbon Daily, but the YouTube show and everything else. I'm like, there's been well over 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a lot of content. Like, nobody else puts out that much content.
This is true. This is definitely a testament to a lot of content. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Larceny still isn't sponsoring you yet?
I mean, no, the love is not mutual, apparently. So they followed me. God, Steve had a campaign probably 2 years ago to make them follow me on Instagram. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah, you have to check. You have to check if they still do, because they finally did after the.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You harassed them into following me.
Right. There goes Kathy again.
Go to another victory lap.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty big win. It was a big win. So it's well deserved. It's victory.
They do still follow me.
Oh, they do. Okay,
nice.
That's good.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. So McNew, number 1,000. So who else did you talk to your mom about this?
Yeah, so I posted it on Facebook, and normally when I post a link on there to the shows, like, they get ignored. I think it's like an algorithm thing, but people were commenting congratulations. It was very sweet. And my mom said, "Is this a gift giving occasion?" And I was like, "Of course it is." I will never say
what kind of question is that? Of course it is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
1,000 shows. Yeah.
Yeah, it was exciting. And like, I'm genuinely proud of it. I was like, that was a lot of time and a lot of work. Like, this is very fun, so it doesn't feel like work. But I'm like, 1,000, like, it's kind of a mind-blowing number to think about.
Yes. You've worked at the ABV Network longer than any job that you've ever had in your whole life. That's your longest held job.
But let me tell you that I am 34 and I started really working when I was 21. So
oh, yeah.
5 years is the longest I've been anywhere, and it's been here.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And I do have a gift for you. Don't forget, I've got a gift. I just have to see you. I haven't seen you. I was supposed to see you in early August. We had an event that got canceled. Not our fault. We had someone who was supposed to host us on a big part of that thing get hurt. He's okay though, so he's good. But yeah. So that was kind of a bummer. We missed out on that. So yeah, I've got something cool from McNew. I think she's gonna like it.
I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1,000 bottles of Larceny.
Yes, that'd be nice, right?
That will last a year.
Oh no, they're mostly empty, but
Yeah.
the bottles. He saved them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is it? Do we think this is a big moment? Do we think that?
Well, I thought it was a big moment, and I was very, very excited to start the podcast when it was her 1000th show.
Yeah.
And Steve, you let us down.
I did.
Let me tell you something. He cut that out.
I did not. I don't know what happened.
We listened to it tonight at the Barrel Shop.
We did. I don't know what
I
happened.
listened to it today on the way home, and I didn't get to finish it.
Yeah.
He cut out.
I messed it up. I totally, and there was no way to fix it. There's no way to fix it once you screw that up. I don't know. Kathy did the best thing. She salvaged it to some degree. So if the audience didn't hear that, I set up, it was going to be a fake show, and literally how I wanted it to go down. And I forgot when I got there. We set up a show talking about Willett and why they're kind of like a cult and all this stuff, and which was a legit show. We ultimately did that show with Becca on a Sunday night instead of McNew's on a Friday night. But so we're getting ready to do the show, and my idea was I'll have McNew's start, and then I'll feign disgust and be like, McNew, you're doing this right here. I'll show you how to do an intro. And then I was gonna just, off the top of my head, because I know the intro to the Bourbon Daily. Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon. I was going to say, and now we congratulate McNew on show number 1000. Well, that's a beautiful moment because she was not expecting it. She thinks I'm annoyed at her, or she's doing it wrong, or maybe she's mad at me. I thought it was going to be an awesome moment. I forget all of that. The show starts out, we go through small talk. I don't think of it anything. We drink.
And the rest of us are all just like looking at our notes.
Right.
I'm rechecking
No one's
my
texting
email.
me on the phone. No one texts me.
I don't have these notes. I was actually very surprised. I had no idea. I was like, wait, what is happening?
I texted
idea.
so everyone knew it was supposed to, other than McNew. I said to everybody that was recording that night, this is how we're going to do it. And it didn't happen, of course. And they're all confused and they're talking amongst themselves. And why I thought we were doing this. What was going? So ultimately, and then I and we did listen to that show today at the Barrel Shop because something happened where Kathy turned it around, and that's not in the show. She's just like,
I've done a lot of research. I was like, I've done a lot of research on this. I'm ready for tonight. It's about McNew's 1000th show.
Yeah, right. And that's the moment when I was like,
the relief that hit me as soon as you had said that in that moment. I was like,
not me.
Thank God.
There was no relief for me. It was like, shit.
And I'm just like, what is happening?
The small talk was based on the number 1000.
Yeah.
That was like the lead in. And
we weren't even supposed to have small talk on that show. It was supposed to stop at the intro and then go to the surprise. So,
and the funny thing is, I was so focused on freaking out that Steve didn't do what he said he did. I didn't even catch till later that your small talk was themed about 1000.
Right. Kathy's trying to give hints that 1000th.
She was looking back at it now. I'm like, she was trying so hard.
She was trying so hard.
Whole ordeal.
Yeah, she was. Well,
yes, not until 1000, Steve, is the letter A up here. 1000. Isn't that weird, Steve?
I wasn't picking up on any of it. I was oblivious. Yeah, I just want to talk about Willett.
He's like, yeah, but not as weird as Willett. Let's get back to talking about that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I got to record the actual show about Willett.
Right.
And I think that show turned into more about joking about Steve.
Yes. Then I was like, oh my God, I missed that whole thing.
Willett's probably going to hate us because before it turned around, I was just like, oh yeah, I think they're definitely in the Illuminati. I think it's a cult.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
They probably hate us. They're like, I don't care if you have 1000. I don't care if you have 2000 shows. We don't care.
They don't listen. They're not into publicity.
No, they probably won't ever know that I called them that. That's probably good. But
right. But I do, it's amazing to think about when you think about the Bourbon Daily and, over 2 million downloads and working our way towards 3 million. It's amazing to me because you'll see other podcasts. I think we all get tossed into the same bag where most people think a bourbon podcast is a bourbon podcast is a bourbon podcast. And we're definitely not that way. We get a lot of downloads and I see other people post and it's, hey, we just got our 20,000th download. I'm like, ooh. we get that in a day sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so yeah, it's crazy to think about. So all the people that have heard you, McNew, you touch live. Sometimes, you hear neat things where, nothing stands out more. I tell the story I've told on here a lot. Rudy Hyman, when he had cancer, he had cancer treatments, and every day he'd have to go in for these treatments, and he'd get sick, and it was miserable. But he'd put on the Bourbon Daily, and it was a good laugh every day that you can count on. And that's what I want the show to be, part of people's lives. And McNew, obviously, 1,000 shows, you've been a big part of people's lives, their daily routine.
That's crazy to think about. And Steve, I got to give some kudos to you with the consistency, because there's people with like a weekly show. It's like, oh, stuff came up, I didn't get the show out. You have never missed a day.
We've never missed a day of the Bourbon Daily.
Even if it's planning ahead to be like, hey, let's do a new intro and throw back an old one because we're on vacation. You've never missed a day. And that says a lot for your work ethic and everything you're doing that makes us want to show up too.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, this show is special because it can't be replicated. I guess it could be, but I don't think, we've been doing this show's been on the air for almost 6 years now, coming out every day. And, at the beginning we were doing sometimes 2 and 3 a day. There was times when we were, multiple shows each day. We'd do all these special releases and all that. And I don't have that type of time that I had anymore, but we're still committed to getting one out each and every day. And I can't imagine that anybody else would have that sort of commitment. I mean,
no, like I have my own weekly show and I'm like, shit, that's a lot. I could not do daily.
So it's fun, and you are a huge part of it and any success that we've had along the way, McNew, at the ABV network. You are a big part of it. I mean, I can't do it without you, and there's others involved too that are important, but we'll talk about them when they have a special show and have a special
I want to be a guest on Freddie Mills' 1000th show.
He, believe it or not, he is all of a sudden a superstar, because I've gotten this whole new audience that never heard the shows before, but I have a shop now, and they come in and we talk about our backgrounds. I talk about do podcasts, and Jim talks about he worked at a big box retailer in liquor, and so as we tell our backgrounds, more people are like, "What? I want to hear your podcast." So they listen, and then the next time they come in, they always say the same thing: "What do you think of the show?" And they're like, "Oh my God. That Danny guy is out of control." So Danny's like a superstar now. He's like a breakout star. So yeah.
Yes. So Steve, I wish there was like an IMDb thing for podcasters, right? Like, if you're in a movie, like you're on that thing.
Exactly.
Like, we need one for podcasters. Like, who else is going to be 1,000 up there? Just you and me.
Exactly.
That's going to be. I need somebody that's good at websites and that. Make that for us.
Somebody develop that, and then have the 1,000 Club, and it's McNew and I. That's it.
Just us.
You need coins. You hit your 1,000.
Oh, well, there you go. It's not a bad idea. Maybe that'll be our coin now. Well, it'll be McNew celebrating 1,000. Then I'll get in trouble from someone else that records on Sundays.
You'll get one someday.
She'll get to her 1,000th show. She's working on it. We record less on Sundays. She came in after McNew, so we love Miss Becca Sue, and she'll have her moment. We'll celebrate that when she hits 1,000. We're going to celebrate that as much. She can't
be that far behind, though. She can't. She's probably close.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a count, and I'll have to go back through.
How long did it take you to count that up?
A long time. Because you got to go through. You could search. See, you could search by name, and then you just count.
That's insane. So, and
how many times did you have to count it? Like how many times did you check it?
I wasn't like I was like I'm counting one time, and if it's right, it's right. Well, it might have been 1,001 or 999.
Someone may want to audit this.
Who's going to audit it?
It's actually like a prison wall behind the computer. So the little hash marks. There's also one for larceny, so don't worry. Every time you mention larceny, on the other side of the screen, there's the 1,000 show that larceny's been in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send them an invoice because I'll be like, hey, I've been on 1,000 shows. I've probably had this 500 times. So you do the math. Send me a check.
Here's your advertising bill.
I always said that there is a job out here working for the Bourbon Daily. When we mention a product, you send out an invoice for $100, and if they pay it, You keep 50 and then you send 50 on to me, and we got a deal. So just invoice stuff all the time. We'll start mentioning products for it. And if they don't pay it, they don't pay it. It's not like we're going to take them to court, but if they pay it, hey, it's like found money. Or yeah, we got Katie, so maybe we will. Yeah. That was always I always wanted to get Renee to do that, but
Katie Proof Collections.
Yeah, Katie Proof.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Your Instagram account, Katie Proof Collection Company.
I like it. This is good. Yeah, let's start this.
Let's do it.
I got really good in my current day job of sending emails about see attached. Please let me know if you have questions. They never have questions. They just either send me what I need or they delete it. So I'm like, I have no problem sending invoices.
There you go. The questions aren't usually like, where's the attachment?
Oh, I'm definitely the one who sends questions back.
Yeah. It's such a joy doing that. It's like, oh gosh, it's so old school. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We will start with you, Demetrius. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Demetri Kane, or at Nobleton's Distilling House on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, Kathy.
I am on Instagram. I am KK Cask Strength.
All right, congratulations on joining the Instagram team. Have you posted yet?
I have.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to like that for you.
2 times.
Wow, very exciting. Hopefully one was about the barrel shop.
You're well on your way to 1,000.
My very first one was at the barrel shop. Evan Van Scoik helped me with it.
Oh, nice. He's good. All right, Katie, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me creating my new collections business, Katie Proof Collections, and also over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right, McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. And as we talked about several times, the ABV Barrel Shop can be found at abvbarrelshop.com. Come see us. We are in the St. Louis suburb of Arnold, Missouri. We'd love to have you come out to the shop, or at least go to the website, abvbarrelshop.com, sign up, and be on our email distribution list. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, Or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's Birthday Barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.